All right, welcome everybody to our Tuesday night group call. Melissa Gratz here, along with Andrea Hatch, and T. Frage is on, and it's great to see your faces. Joy, Jody, great to see you guys. Tonight I'm really excited. So we have pulled together, your leaders have submitted photos, and we've pulled together photos from across Facebook to give you 144 photos of staged and styled Scentsy product. So everything from people's full in-home displays down to how they've styled a single warmer and everything in between. And so we're going to zip through the slides. Not much to really say about them other than this is kind of more just going to be a visual visual, take it in, kind of see what people are doing. We all love to see what people are doing, right? And how people are setting up their virtual displays. Especially important now that fall events for the most part have been canceled, and it looks like virtual parties are the way that we are going to be partying this holiday season. So I know a lot of you have been working on getting yourselves a corner of your home or your office or your wherever. It could be a card table in the dining room off to the side, doesn't matter. People are carving out a little space to have products set up for virtual parties and for picture taking and things to post. And so that is kind of what prompted tonight's topic. Is I had gotten some messages from people that said, I want to see pictures of your display, or I saw pictures of how people style warmers and I'm not creative and I wish that I was. And so this is kind of an all-encompassing, let's just dive in and take a look. And then after we're done, we'll have a little fun thing to maybe get a few of you up and moving. So, okay, I'm going to share my screen. Here we are. Okay, so Brandy, I can see you on my screen, so give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay, and if you can see my screen. Awesome. Okay, thank you. Okay, all right, here we are. So you'll see these pictures coming up here in a minute. Oh, let me see if I can. Okay, so full on display. This is in somebody's office. They've got some product displayed. They've got warmers out of boxes, definitely someplace really quickly that they could go to, if they needed to take some photos or style some photos in these cubes. Here's the cool part, you guys. This slideshow will be available on the page with the recording of this call, and then I will also upload each of these photos into a photo album on our page so that you can look at individual photos as well. So you'll have both options. You will have access to the slideshow, and you will also have access to all of the photos. These photos, I've got to give some credit. There's many of you that contributed to this, but names that stick out in my head, I'm going to end up forgetting people, so please forgive me. But this is a curated slideshow, tons of people's photos, from Stacy Behringer to Wendy Heath Newgas, Heather Gorsuch, directors in our group, Mary Jane, Jody, Joy, Nicole Guziak, Andrea Hatch, Sarah Masick, I think we've got a photo of hers. I think there's a bunch of you. So if I left you out, it's not on purpose. I can't take credit for all of these. But anyhow, okay, so here we go. Here's another setup. So this is for you to visually get ideas, people taking things around their house, little coasters, risers. These are warmer concealing stands, a little play laundry washing machine, some faux plants, Scentsy buddies, you name it, just using items to create visual appeal with our products. There's another option. And I don't want to flip too quick so that you can kind of take this in. But like I said, you will have the ability to view this after the fact. Here's another. That letterboard warmer seems to be a feature in a lot of the displays. which is pretty cool. I love this as part of the party display down at the bottom right corner. Join my team for $99. So I love that as part of the display. Here's another. So all of these are kind of made with the virtual party in mind. You can see the different product categories that are displayed. And we're not talking, I mean, that you have to have a ton of product in order to do this. You can have what came in your starter kit and be able to set up a really nice visual display. So here's another option. And this is Joy's, I know that. But what I love about this is it shows you don't have to have a large space and you don't have to have a ton of product. This is realistically, here she has different product categories showing. At any time, if a customer asked to see how something worked or asked for an up-close picture, she has the ability to go over and take those photos and send those, or do a live really quickly to show how the mini fan diffuser works, or do a video and post it. So that's one of the things I love, is having products readily available so that you can provide information on your team or on your business page or to your customers. So there's more styling. Cake stands. Cake. This is a little pedestal, like cutting board looking thing. Here's another. There's just different. When I move my mouse, can you see that? Can you see? Okay. I wondered if I was annoying you with my circling hand or if, okay. So if I point, then you can see it. Okay, good. Looks familiar, Mary Jane. Mary Jane has her warmers displayed on this riser. Different levels. You'll notice the different heights and different levels. That is really a key when you are displaying, is to have different heights so that the eye, it creates that visual appeal. So here's some more. We saw this one. This is just another view. Here's another. This is in the corner of, I believe, a dining room and this is the setup for that this consultant uses for virtual parties. Here we've got a cake stand, a little chalkboard sign, just small little, this is like a little galvanized toolbox that room sprays are in, galvanized tray, wire basket. I mean, a lot of these things you may have around your house that you can repurpose. Love this. This is a beautiful display, incorporating our warmers and fragrance flower. Books as a riser. That is an awesome idea. This is a cord concealing stand. You have a cake server. Fun. This is, I love this, showing the plug-in, and this is the same plug-in. It comes obviously with this plug-in base, but then demonstrating that you can also have it on a tabletop base as well. I love this photo. That's a very cool idea. Same. This is a plug-in or a mini warmer and on a tabletop base. Just more display. And these are all pictures that are very visually appealing for posting. And I'm going to have a couple examples coming up of the difference between posting a stock image from the workstation and posting a photo that is styled. Again, just diffuser and warmer, but the difference is having this warmer up on this riser, it just creates that appeal. Love this. It's beautiful. Simple, but styling your warmer with one or two other pieces that you already have in your house creates a statement. So same warmer, different kind of display. That's another view. I love this. I love this photo because it shows kind of the inner workings of the wall fan diffuser, the pod package, the fact that it's a plug-in, or that it plugs in. So I love this photo. Very cool style photo. Having your whiff box as part of a display, a whiff box as part of a display. Doesn't have to be from the, from this current month. You can order yourself a whiff box for part of your display. You can use it, but open it up and showcase what comes in a whiff box. A toy washing machine for the laundry display. Another angle of that diffuser and warmer that we saw. And again, it's really cool when you post and show more than one warmer in a scene to get people's minds rolling that they can have more than one warmer. We want our customers to get away from that mindset of I have one warmer on my first floor and that's enough. We want them to think in groups of 2 or 3. So it's great when you post, and this is an element warmer. It's an older warmer that we had called Birdcage. And then here's the Bless This Home, and it's just styled with some books. Very simple and elegant. So 2 warmers. Again, and this was just an example of 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a game of I Spy. I see 3 warmers and a diffuser, all in this one area. So anybody that says 1 warmer is enough, we can show them plenty of examples where that's not the case. Just more style. Thank you, Nicole. She matched it up with Bless This Home with Love and Laughter. Love that. This is our aloe warmer. You put it in a pot, and if that isn't one of the coolest things that we've been able to do with a warmer, is put it in the pot. It looks really cool. Again, simple elegance. Love this. Wood slice. Doesn't take much to really jazz these up. This is just a wreath. Books. Another angle, we saw that. Warmer, but using it as part of a bigger display. This would almost be fun to do an I Spy, okay, who can spot the warmer in this photo? There's actually a good one coming up where it's play a game of I Spy. Can you find the warmer? I love this. Jody shared this with us. And what a perfect example. There's something about this that truly speaks to me, because if you cover up the photo of Grandma on the left side and you just look at the stock image of this warmer, yeah, it's pretty, right? But you cover up the stock image and you look at this display with Grandma and with this warmer, and all of a sudden a feeling is attached. That warmer, there's more feeling, there's more emotion, there's more pull to wanting that warmer and wanting to do kind of the same thing with it. And so I love this example of when you just post a stock image, somebody's going to connect with a warmer more when they see it styled. And this is a perfect example. So Jody, thank you for sharing this with us. Showing your customers the cool effects. We have a lot of warmers that project on the wall really cool. So showing that, I've I've got another one coming up where it shows the, wait, let me go back really quick. I'll have another diffuser lit up picture that'll show a good example, but showing this is, it's not something that you would see if you took the picture with the light on. So this is just a bunch of different whiff box options. But again, having those available to show or showcase. Love this. I think this is so pretty. But here you have a diffuser and 2 warmers all in one spot. That's the zoomed out photo of that. Another thing, like I have this in my bathroom, my downstairs powder room here, a plug-in in the wall and a full-size warmer up on a candlestick. And I love showing this, that you can have, you don't just have to have one warmer. We really can decorate with Scentsy products, which I love. And this is just taking some trays. And I can tell you that these, starting right here, are what Heather uses in her virtual party display. So this is, these are her styled cubbies for her virtual parties. But again, you can see, I mean, just even setting a bottle of our counter clean or Scentsy Fresh or whatever on a little stand, what a difference it makes. Setting the dish soap up here, what a difference. What a difference. Pair one of our dog warmers with the dog line. Love it. That's genius. Here's a display. Showcasing different warmers, showcasing even just putting the pods like this in a cute little tray or stand. And I have some simple. This is so simple, yet so pretty. Showing on and off. Very cool. Here again is that shadow or the light casting. Very cool effect. So here's an example of stock photo on the left, and just setting this warmer in front of a vase with these feather flowers. What a difference. Showing part of the warmer lit. Your eyes are drawn to the one, at least mine are. My eyes are drawn to the pictures on the right more so than the one that looks a little drowned out on the left. I loved this. This is so cool. I didn't even think to put, or most of the aloe vera warmers that I've seen, they're just sitting in a pot. I never thought to put some little pebbles or stones around them. So that looks, I mean, this looks, it's amazing. Very cool. So here's another example. On the right-hand side is a stock photo on the workstation, just pairing it with some succulents on the left. How well it goes with that grouping. Love this. I can't believe that we're going to be into this season already. I don't know how March folded into August so quickly. love this warmer up on the stand. So you can kind of start to get the idea, right? That it's just about different heights, very simple elegance, doesn't take a lot to really make a statement. Here's a great picture of mixing cubes. So you recommend telling your customers. Some customers think, wait, we can mix those? Heck yeah, you can mix them. There's no rule against mixing. Create your own scents. This is a cool picture that shows that. Our candle, was it Candlelight, the name of that warmer? But just putting it into this little, I don't know, lantern, whatever you want to call it. Very cool. This just looks so neat to me. Let me check your chats. Okay. Yeah, lots of Ray Dunn fans. That part's true. This I thought was cool. This consultant took the flower once it was done, once it was empty, and saved it, and then just put it into one of these empty bottles. I thought that was a cool idea. And then, of course, with the plug-in right there, it's a great display. That's a cool idea too. Just a glass vase with some rocks, but using it as, this is what I love. Like when you actually look at these pictures and see what consultants have used just to make a part of the display. I mean, I know I've got some empty vases and I can get some rocks and put them in. I mean, I wouldn't have thought to do that. So very cool. Or like Melissa Paik posted on our page today, those wood slices that she you can put in the bags and then give to anybody that purchases a fragrance flower. What a great idea. You can buy those in bulk for very inexpensive. I think for like 50 or 100 wood slices, and give those away as a little thank you when anybody purchases a fragrance flower. It's on the Together We Scent page. Love this. I want to do this season. So all I need is a pumpkin and a letter B, and I'm there because I already have this warmer. I think that looks really cool. Here we go. We could post the warmer by itself or styled. And of course, this is what gives our customers ideas, is when we show them styled photos. All right, we're almost to the end. Peoria Pottery, stock photo on the right, or incorporated into a display on the left. See, some of these are really like the game of I Spy. Where's the warmer? So pretty. And I think this jar back here is just filled with cotton balls. I think. Very cool. I love this display. And here's our jack warmer as part of the decor. Love it. Stock photo, style photo. Stock fragrance flower, styled fragrance flower. And that's the wood slice I was talking about. Those little wood slices, they're sold on Amazon for like in a pack of 50 or 100. Okay. Now that I bored you to tears, no, just kidding. Okay, let me, Annette, I see your hand. Let me just see. What size wood? You'd have to just measure the fragrance flower and then go a little bit bigger than that. Okay, Annette, what were you gonna say?
Okay, so last week I went shopping. I'm going to show you because it's right here in my cubie. I actually went to Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx. Here one is closing. This is what I put my fragrance flower on for my personal one. These used to be in the dollar spot in Target, but they don't have them out. This flower here is $5.99 at TJ Maxx. It matches perfect with the cake plate I got. This is a candle stand for $24.99. There ain't no way I'm paying $24.99. It was 80% off. So I got this stand, and I can't wait for my new warmers to come in. But if you really want some bargains, go to TJ Maxx, because can't you just see bubbled sitting on this glass thing? Originally $15.95. And then they also have these stands, the white one, $7.99 at TJ Maxx. And then this one is the one from Hobby Lobby. And if anybody are friends with me, go on to my page. A lot of times I will post a Monday motivation. And I have a 3-tiered one that used to be on my buffet. But I moved it to the office because it was too much. And then I have one that I'll post pictures once I get my lights in my cubes later on this week. And it'll have the whole display in it. But I'm able to do everything in 6 cubes so that I can do my party from my bedroom.
Yeah, that's awesome. And sometimes it's just picking up really good bargains along the way. It's not anything that, I mean, you could even find a good bargain if you don't like the color, spray paint it. I mean, realistically, I'm all about repurposing and finding things on the cheap. Watching Hobby Lobbies, like I know last week, tabletop decor was on sale. Not this week. So I'm hoping for next week, tabletop decor will be on sale because I plan to get a couple things too. But yeah, love it, Annette. That's so cute. So what I want is somebody who's going to be first. Show us your little corner or your little area or your styled warmer or, okay, Becker, I want you to show us first because I know. So you guys have to understand. So this used to be Becker's dining room that she's in. Now it's her office. And what did you move to put that table up over on your right? What'd you move?
I didn't move anything. I moved my shelf down closer towards the end of the wall. And
okay.
I was trying to find another piece to match my pieces in here. Target doesn't have it yet. So I watched Wendy's live the other night and she said, sorry, I have a migraine. So like, I'm like not thinking correctly. She said, start simple. And so I was thinking big. And so I came down small and I'm borrowing a 4-foot table and I'm in the process of styling it right now. So it's not done, but like she said, this used to be the dining room, but we're not formal like that. So we got rid of the dining room table and so the 4-foot table, and so I had this here, the shelf, and it's dark in here. So now I have the table. I got some crates at Home Depot for $10. They're gray, and I'm working on just styling things. So that was at Hobby Lobby. I got the wood things, I think, at Home Goods. I'm just trying stuff out.
I love it. I love it. Where'd you put your printer?
It's still down there. It doesn't get used.
Oh, right. Okay. But I love that because, again, you don't have to have every product category. Or you can have one thing of something. Or it doesn't matter. It's all in just playing around, but having that area where you can go live or demo a product or take pictures or you're ready or prepping for a virtual party. Thank you, Becker, for showing us. Okay, who else wants to show us? Or you can show us how you've styled something in your house. Come on. Okay, Sarah, show us your grouping, and then Mary Jane. Show us your grouping, the one that you sent me a picture of that I obviously didn't make into the slideshow.
Okay, so We moved into this house a year ago, and my room is the last room to get finished, just because it's not high priority for living space. So don't anybody throw up, okay? So this is my living room, dining room area, and this is an antique sewing cabinet that was my grandmother's grandmother's. This is our little accent wall. And then there's 3 warmers. I don't know how well you can see them because they're all turned on lights.
So hold on.
Let me turn off my olive bucket. Hang on.
Yeah, maybe that one, and then we'll be able to tell.
Is that too dark? There you go.
Nope, that's good. So you've got the aloe vera in a pot.
With those rocks that you had shown and talked about. I got those
Nice.
up at the Dollar Tree.
Very cool. And then the olive bucket.
Sarah, where did you get those beads that you have woven in with them?
They're just wooden craft beads that I picked up at Joann's, and then they're strung together on a piece of twine.
That's how you do it?
Yeah, that's all I did to it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. That's on my list for this weekend.
Love it. Thank you, Sarah. All right, Mary Jane. What are you going to tell me or show me? Us. She's muted, so we can't hear any of her walking commentary. There we go.
So here's my diffuser set up. I don't know if you can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then when I do my parties, I can just take this shade off and put another shade on and interchange them. But now that I watched all you guys, I'm gonna raise all these up. I'm gonna put them on little, I don't know if I should get the same uniform stands, like this I think would be totally better if it was up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to do that.
And you don't have to do uniform. I think that's some of the fun is the different pieces.
Yeah, like that one back there doesn't even show.
Right.
Okay,
yep.
Great idea. Yeah.
Mary Jane, I wanted you to just back up for a second and show everybody that that's on top of your television.
Oh.
So anybody that says I don't have space anywhere, Mary Jane, when she watches TV, she gets to look at her diffusers.
All day long. I don't watch TV. I just watch the diffusers. And
Mary Jane, if you got a couple of those chunky candlestick stands, that would really help those 2 on the end.
Beautiful. And I'm ahead of the game in the Christmas decorations. See them up there?
Yep.
Ahead of the game. That's all I'm saying. No judging. It's Christmas in July.
It's okay. It'll be here before we know it. Thank you, Mary Jane. All right. Who else? Who's going to show us something? Come on. Show us styled warmers. Show us a grouping. Show us. Tiffany, I see something behind you.
All right, so
how
do I do this? Hang on, how do I turn it around? Okay, well, this has kind of been my party setup. I use this piano that I don't play, and it's not really styled, but I kind of have each category up there, so trying to figure out just different ways to style it and make it look a little more
That's
decorated.
Awesome, though. But you still have it in a designated spot. And one of the things that I love is people saying, look, it's on top of my piano. Look, it's on top of my TV. It's on a 4-foot table on a wall, and I just moved my shelf down. It's on an old my grandma's sewing table. I mean, we're not talking that you have these huge dedicated areas in our houses, which we all wish that we had. I just was telling Autumn, this is a total side note. I was telling Autumn the other day. So this bookcase right here is on the other side of that bookcase is the single car garage where all of my Scentsy is. And I told Autumn the other day, I said, once our backyard gets done, I want a door. I want a door where that bookcase is so that, Becca, are you dying, right? But maybe it doesn't even need to be a full door. I think it could be like a half door because I could duck to get in there. But how awesome would that be if I could just get right to my Scentsy stock right through? I could even have the bookcase open. Wouldn't that be so cool? But anyhow, I was like, because I was sitting in here thinking, I need something from out there, but I need to go out the door, out of my house, out the big garage, into the small garage, all the way around to get something that's right here
You
in
need
this
a
corner.
secret door, Melissa.
I was just gonna say the secret door to the secret room.
Secret door. So anyhow, but so not even I don't have a true perfect world dedicated space. Like I'm trying to figure out, where do I want my virtual display to be? I haven't even put my virtual display together, and I'm like, okay, where's going to be most comfortable for me when I am doing my virtual parties, which I have scheduled 5, so I need to get busy on my sample packs. But Joy made a really good point today when we were talking. She said, I asked, Joy, did you ask 5 people or did you ask 2 people and 2 people said they were going to have a party? But it's because you asked. I couldn't remember if you said you asked 5 and 2 said yes, or if you asked 2 and 2 said yes.
Well, when I had talked to you, I had asked 2, and they both said yes. But since then, I've asked another, I think 4, and 3 said yes. 2 I've already set up on Facebook. So,
Nice.
yeah.
That's awesome. So our conversation was centered around
Did you hear that?
asking. People are willing to have them. And so we need to be prepared with our virtual displays and with any samples if we're going to do any sample packs.
Right.
So going back to Tiffany on the piano, it doesn't matter if your stuff is stylized or not. That is one of the reasons we're giving all of these ideas, because sometimes it just takes that, oh, I've got some of that stuff laying around my house I could use. Or Mary Jane having the aha of, oh, I can do this. I can lift these diffusers up. So sometimes just seeing it is great ideas. Okay, anybody else? We're almost 4 minutes left. But anybody else want to show their display or their styled warmers or where they have their virtual party? Jennifer Potts, are you showing us something? I don't know, you're muted, but I think she's showing us because I see her camera moving. All right.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, but now we can't see you.
Now you can't.
Lindsay just said lots of DIY Dollar Tree decor on YouTube. You could probably get some great little decor items at garage sales. Thrifts.
I get a lot of garage sales.
Okay, Jen, go ahead.
So this is just my first warmer I ever bought,
Oh,
and just
perfect.
sitting with the rest of the stuff on the mantle.
Nice. Very cool.
So just little pictures, something like that.
Yeah, I love it. I love seeing warmers as part of a bigger, a bigger picture. Thank you for sharing. All right, anybody else? I'm doing my second one now. They booked off the first one. 2 brothers. Awesome. Great job, Tina. Tiffany did post the link in this chat if you want those natural wood slices. She did post a link to it. So if you want to click on that before I close out of our Zoom. And actually, Tiffany, if you don't mind, if you want to post it also with underneath the recording, when I post the recording, if you'll post that link under there as well, that'd be awesome, just in case anybody watching the recording wants that. And anybody else? Anybody want to say anything? Say anything, show anything. Helpful? Was this helpful even a little bit? Did you learn one thing? Or maybe just kind of seeing? I think it'll be even more beneficial once you have the ability to kind of stop on the pictures that you wanted to look at a little bit better. So this will all be available. My goal is to hopefully post this recording and this slideshow right after this call. So I will get the photos uploaded into a photo album on Together We Scent directly after this. Thank you guys for tuning in. Happy August, almost mid-August. Goodness, great job though. Keep up the awesome work. I'll see you guys on the page.